right, folks. Hello, welcome. If you're a first-year Mirror College student, then you are in the right place. For this webinar, you are in listen mode only. And if you have questions, we do have the Q&A feature where you can submit your questions, and we'll get to those as much as we can. The recording will be sent out closer to August 7th, so by the end of tomorrow. And so welcome to your first year enrollment webinar. If you on the slide and in the chat, we're going to be sharing our link URL, and that's going to give you today's handouts and today's resource links. So again, if you are a Muir College first year student, you are in the right place. And so let's start off with some introductions first. Hello, everyone. My name is Elisa Patricio. I'm one of the Muir College academic advisors here, and I've got a handful of the staff members here today, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Maya Hines. I'm a senior academic advisor here at Muir. Welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Good afternoon. I'm Joji Reyes-Alonso. I'm a senior advisor here at Muir Advising. Glad to see y'all today, or more like glad for you to see us and us to share information with you.
Hi, I'm Kathy Baez, Assistant Dean of Academic Advising, and I won't be presenting, but I will be in the background at trying to answer your questions. Welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Blumenfeld. I'm the Assistant Academic Advisor for Muir, and I'll be doing the same thing as Kathy, just trying to get to as many of your questions as we can.
So we're the Muir College Academic Advising Office, and at UCSD, you have a lot of different offices that play their own role in helping you navigate through all of your academic, career, and your professional goals. But our office, Muir College Academic Advising, we serve as your home base here at UCSD. So we help you with questions about general education and university requirements, as well as getting connected to a variety of campus resources. And if we don't know the answer, we will help you get the best answer. We'll find the resource, will help you get referred to the right place. Pictured here is the rest of the Muir Academic Advising staff that's not here today. So our Dean, Doug. Doug is the one that has been sending you friendly email reminders over the summertime. And then we also have Carla, Janelle, Alex, and also we have a couple of our Rockstar peer advisors who also help advise students as well. And so students are not assigned to any particular advisor at Muir College. You kind of can meet with anyone, and everyone here is rooting for you. So with that being said, Maya, take it away.
Sure thing. So our vision for you today is really to just feel comfortable when asking yourself these three questions. Am I on the right track? When do I enroll in fall classes, which I am sure is at the top of mind for all 255 of y'all in this Zoom room? And also, how do I know what classes to select?
So are you on the right track? The answer is definitely yes, because you are here today. We hope that you have been able to complete the new Triton Advising site, which included how-to videos, plus the WebReg tutorial, because we have found that this is the best way to introduce you to your enrollment tools at your own pace. Summer homework can be tough, so if you haven't been able to complete the NTA yet or new Triton Advising site, please do so after this webinar. It will help things click, and a lot of this information will make a lot more sense with that Triton Advising site.
All right, so if you were wondering, when will I enroll in fall classes? Take your phones out now, or a piece of paper, your planner, your electronic or paper calendar, and put in these important dates. So July 29th is already passed, but that's when you were able to start viewing your assigned to pass enrollment time. And that was in WebReg. which is found in tritonlink.ucsd.edu. You will officially enroll in classes, though, on your specifically assigned enrollment time and date starting of August 15th to August 22nd.
So what is two-pass enrollment? Two-pass enrollment is how you sign up for classes for every academic quarter here at UCSD, fall, winter, and spring. It literally means you have two enrollment times, first pass and second pass. Each pass is like a ticket that lets you know what time to log into WebReg to register for classes. So log into WebReg, select the term, which would be fall 2024. Then click on the appointment time link where you will find your assigned two pass times. On the screen is a sample of what your enrollment times would look like. Each pass has a different set of rules. During first pass, you can enroll in up to 11.5 units only. You cannot waitlist, so you must enroll in courses which have available seats. Since most UCSD courses are 4 units, you are essentially enrolling in 2 courses during your first pass. Bring the same energy you would if you were trying to score Comic-Con tickets, Coachella tickets, or Taylor Swift tickets, and use your full first pass. Don't leave yourself hanging by only choosing to enroll in one course. You should be in at least 2 courses. Now, during your second pass, you can enroll or waitlist in up to 19.5 units. This also includes those previous units that you had enrolled in during your first pass. So basically, this means you are enrolling in the rest of your schedule for that quarter. Our two-pass video highlights more tips.
So now that you know how to view your assigned enrollment times and dates and all that good stuff, the next logical question is what? What class do I want? How do I know which classes to select? Well, here's another opportunity to mark your calendars. Starting on August 7th, which is tomorrow, go back to vac.ucsd.edu, where you will find the enrollment guidance tab. Your fall enrollment guidance is your checklist for creating a fall quarter schedule based on your proposed major. Information from any placement exams in math, language, chemistry will also be listed here. In addition, starting on August 8th, which is Thursday, return to, and the VAC, I'm sorry, VAC is short for the Virtual Advising Center, and that's vac.ucsd.edu. Return there on August 8th to contact your major department advisor or Muir advisors for any questions regarding your fall course selection. Review your enrollment guidance before using our e-advising tool and ask us questions in advance of your first pass enrollment time.
We have a high vision for you to feel confident when you are starting to enroll for fall courses. So let's do a recap of a few enrollment tools that students always have questions about.
All right, so the first one is plans.ucsd.edu. It's a helpful resource that you will be using throughout your academic career at UCSD. Students and academic advisors refer to these plans on a regular basis during each enrollment period. Why, you ask? Well, basically, what you are advised to take depends largely on your choice of major. So you utilize plans.ucsd.edu to see what you are advised to take based on your choice of major. So here we have an example of a student's recommended first-year schedule as a general biology major, which I'm sure there are plenty biology majors in the room. It's circled in red. And then The first fall quarter listed is what you should look at to find out what fall 2024 classes you will be taking. I'd like to note a few other things about these plans. These are very generic plans for all students, which also assume that you came into UCSD with 0 units, which means it assumes no AP or IB credit or transfer work from a community college or another higher education institution. What this means is that if you have course credit for Math 10A via AP exams, then the class you would select instead for fall quarter is Math 10B to make progress in this plan. This is why you need to look at the entire first year schedule. Also, this plan includes the academic year, meaning fall, winter, and spring quarters. Summer school is optional. So if you plan on changing your declared major, it's important to follow that new majors plan. Remember that e-advising begins August 8th to help you with any questions or clarifications with your choices. And if you are coming to UC San Diego as undeclared, there is no specific undeclared plan. However, there are no worries. You can still look at plans.ucsd.edu as a guide to help determine possible major options. Also, pro tip and quick note, write this information down if you are undeclared. Feel free to also attend our undeclared webinar that's on August 8th at 3 to 4 p.m. Invites were sent to your UCSD email, so we hope to see you there.
So many Muir students come in with 1 or more AP or IB exam credits, and it's okay if you're coming in with none. Those with credit can look at the AP and IB charts from the course catalog to find out how your scores can help you. The links to these charts and our AP IB video, which has a bunch of examples, can be found on our link tree. Essentially, with either chart, you can look up your exam to see what credits your scores grant you here at UCSD. And you will refer to the columns highlighted in yellow on the screen. The first column explains if your score granted you a course exemption, which means credit for a specific UCSD class. The second column explains how your credit applies to your college requirements as a Muir College student. If you did not receive a course exemption, you still gain general elective unit credit. Elective credits mean you will get units towards your degree, but that doesn't give you credit for a specific UCSD course. It's important to know whether you have already been exempt from a UCSD course to avoid duplication of credit, which simply means that you will not receive a grade or credit for taking a course at UCSD that you have already received course credit for. Now, using AP Spanish literature as an example, if I scored a 4 on this exam, I got course credit for LTSP 2B. So I can't take this course. To complete a language GE theme with the AP Spanish literature credit I received, I can take LTSP 2C. Now, using AP Human Geography as an example, looks like I only receive elective credit. It doesn't help for my major or my Muir GEs, but it helps me with the 180 cumulative unit minimum university requirement. This states that we all need that minimum amount of units as part of our graduation eligibility. Third, using AP music theory as an example, a score of 3 or higher doesn't give me any course exemption, but it allows me to apply my AP exam credits to count as 2 courses in the music GE theme for your fine arts GE area at Muir. To complete a fine arts GE with this specific AP credit, I can take any one course from the music GE theme. If you have AP or IB credit, take a good look at these charts. Using e-advising starting August 8th, if you have any questions about what is posted for you, will also help as well.
So then for choosing GE courses, our GE handout outlines what's being offered in fall 2024 in the schedule of classes. So shout out to our wonderful peer advisors for putting this particular handout together. Watching tips for GE selection. This is a video in the Linktree link, I think that was put in the chat earlier. This video shows how you can also look up course descriptions and prerequisite information to learn more about a specific GE course. Our GE handout is published on our MUIR website. The MUIR Advising website also has the master list of all the GE courses that can fulfill a MUIR GE theme. When you expand the boxes, this is how you can see your options. As a reminder, you need to complete 3 courses in the same GE theme to clear a GE area. So let me give you an example. Look at the red circle on the screen. I would need to take any 3 courses listed in math and statistics to clear the math, natural science GE area. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Our webinar handouts are also an enrollment tool that you can use. The first handout is called My Fall Quarter Planning Worksheet. This is specifically something that you can use starting now as you start that fall 24 enrollment process. To create a 1-page at-a-glance sheet for reviewing your transfer credits and placement info. It also has a section where you can plan out your first pass, second pass, and list backup course options for enrollment. The second handout is a template of different sample schedules, so you can get an idea of a typical student schedule and the reasons why you are generally recommended those courses. For most first years, your first quarter schedule looks like 3 to 4 courses that include the following: MUIR writing or GE, major courses, and a GE or elective. First year seminars are also fun ways to get into small groups, meet with a professor, and other new students. On our Linktree, you can view PDF versions of these handouts, as well as an editable copy that you can save to your own Google Drive. It is optional to use these handouts. If you find a better way of organizing information for yourself, go with that and whatever best supports your learning. How you select classes is also related to making sense of your unit workload at UCSD. At UCSD, most courses are 4 units, and a typical schedule is 12 to 16 units, also known as 3 to 4 courses in a quarter.
All right, so focusing on your unit load matters for a number of reasons. Enrollment in at least 12 units is considered full-time status or full-time standing at UCSD. Full-time status is expected for all UCSD students, and it's required if you receive financial aid, if you live on campus, or if you are an international student or an NCAA scholar athlete. For instance, not having full-time status may negatively impact getting your financial aid. Don't waitlist. I repeat, don't waitlist if there is another open course, another open section. If you choose to waitlist, our office will always advise you to at least enroll in 12 units first before adding onto any waitlist. Being on a waitlist does not give you any guarantee of gaining a spot in a course. If you end up being enrolled in only 12 units for your first fall quarter, this is fine, especially if you need more time to adjust to the quarter. So if you only continue to keep 12 units per quarter, you may not graduate within 4 years. You can see this in plans.ucsd.edu. And I think we talked about plans earlier too. So this is another reason why that's a helpful tool. So most majors require that you are enrolled in 4 classes per quarter to keep you on track for a 4-year graduation plan. However, if you decide to take summer school, this is one way that helps to spread out your courses as well. If you're thinking of pursuing a double major or minor, then your schedule is more likely to need at least 16 units per quarter.
Units suggest your workload expectation. At UCSD, it's the university's expectation that for every unit a class is worth, a student spends 1 hour in class and 2 hours outside of class. So on average, a 4-unit class requires 3 hours in lecture, 1 hour in a smaller discussion section, and 8 hours outside of class of reading, studying, homework, and assignments per week. A 16-unit load should amount to about 16 hours in class and 32 hours outside of class. This is a total of 48 hours a week of work. That's more than a traditional full-time job, which does make sense if your only commitment while at UCSD is taking classes. Your job is being a student. So be mindful of your unit load and whether you have any non-academic commitments that you are also trying to balance with what you're trying to do academically.
For fall quarter, we encourage enrolling in 16 units or 4 classes if you can. In the event that you need to adjust your schedule and drop a course, you would still have at least 12 units for full-time standing. And you could try out the schedule within the first week or 2 of the quarter, go to lecture, go to discussion, map out all of the important assignment deadlines and exams, test out your schedule. That's you being proactive as a UCSD student. Details about the week 2, 4, 6 academic deadlines are on our video series, and you're always welcome to consult with your advisors about any scheduling concerns.
Now let's put together what we reviewed today and design a schedule together. Let's go.
All right, so meet our sample student, Edna. We're going to see how she uses the tools we reviewed today to help prepare a plan for fall enrollment. And like all of you, she submitted her academic background survey on the new Triton Advising site. While you were not asked about individual interest, this is important to consider. Many of you will have room for at least 1 or even 2 GE courses, and students are encouraged to select these courses based on their interests. So Edna is using our webinar handout to prep for fall enrollment. She's a cognitive science major and has decided to be pre-health because she might be interested in going to medical school after UCSD. Our office did ask also if you were pre-health, because pre-health students are recommended to take math and chem as part of that pathway, even if math and chem aren't part of your regular major requirements. So we see Edna came in with some AP exam credits, which we help her look up in a moment. Edna has also completed placement exams that she needs. All students need a placement for the entry-level writing requirement, or ELWR. Some students might already clear this with AP, IB, or transfer credit, or from their placement results to take a specific AWP course to clear the ELWR requirement. Earlier in the summer, our Edna took the writing placement process from the UCSD Analytical Writing Program office and passed it. So Edna is allowed to enroll in MCWP 40. Students need to also take the math placement exam if math is required for their major, or if they're taking math for pre-health reasons, excuse me, and if they don't have any test credit or transfer coursework that already offers their placement. For math placement, Etna is able to use her AP credits, which we'll also look up in a moment as well. For chemistry, Etna knows the online placement is optional, but it's been a while since taking any chemistry coursework, so she decides to take the placement, which suggested that she enrolls in Chem 4 at UCSD. This is really good to know because that course is only offered once a year in fall quarter. Chem 4 is an excellent prep course before jumping into the Chem 6 series. Even though the cognitive science major does not require her to take any chem courses, she wants to take chem because, again, she is pre-health. And for language, she doesn't take any placement exams because language is not required for her major, and she's not interested in doing any language for MUIR GEs. We can see that Etna also took one semester base course from her local community college. She looked at assist.org and found that it gives her course credit for Psych 2 at UCSD.
Let's use the AP chart to look up what Edna's AP credits may help her with. Edna took the AP Calculus BC exam and scored a 5. A score of 5 on the Calculus BC exam will exempt you from Math 20A, 20B, or 10A and 10B. This means if you are pursuing the Math 10 series, you would take Math 10C. If you're pursuing the Math 20 series, you would take Math 20C. Whether you take the 10 or 20 series of calculus depends on your major requirements. Being a diligent student, Edna has researched her major department's website to learn more about her major requirements. On the site, the department clarifies that it's okay to take either the 10 or the 20 series. But she's pre-health. Does that matter? Edna checked healthbeat.ucsd.edu, and nope, as pre-health, you can take either the 10 or the 20 series of math. So Edna has some options here. Edna decides to take Math 10C. Awesome. She has updated her planning worksheet. The Math 10 and 20 series are both calculus. Some majors only require the 20 series though. If you might change your major to something that is more STEM based, but you aren't sure which major yet, our office would then advise pursuing the 20 series so you are covered. For Edna's other scores, a score of 4 on the AP Psychology exam gave her 4 units and course credit for Psych 1 at UCSD. A score of 3 on the AP European History exam gave her 8 units, and this exam credit can count towards 2 courses in the Historical Narratives GE theme for MUIR Humanities. Now, you are not required to use your AP or IB credits toward your MUIR GEs, but Edna wants to use hers. Edna has organized her information on her planning worksheet, and next she is going to take a look at her major's official sample academic plan to look up her fall options for her major courses.
Yay! Plans.ucsd.edu. Etna goes here. She looks up her major, cognitive science, for a sample academic plan. So here's what she sees. What she needs to enroll. She sees her first quarter, an entire year at UCSD. So for her first quarter, she is recommended to enroll in MCWP 40 or a GE course if MCWP 40 is full or not available at time of enrollment. She also needs math for her major, and she needs math for her major and has seen on her major department's website, she can do either Math 10 or 20. So she can do either series. Remember, plans.ucsd.edu doesn't know if you came in with any AP credit. Since Etna did come in with AP credit, we know from looking at this plan that taking Math 10C is the right choice. She's also recommended to enroll in either COGS 10 or Design 1 for her first quarter for the major. In looking in her first year, she's also given recommendations to enroll in COGS 1 and COGS 13 later. Etna checked the course catalog, the UCSD course catalog, to review the course descriptions, and none of these major courses have any prerequisite requirements. So they also seem like good backup options in case she can't get a spot in COGS 10 or Design 1, which would be her preferred choices for fall. Whew, good thing Edna is keeping track of all this information on her planning worksheet.
Onward to GE choices. Edna has already viewed the Muir website to look at all her GE theme options. She wants to take advantage of her AP credits and transfer coursework, so she has chosen the following GE themes. For her social science GE area, Edna wants to use the fact that she gained course credit for Psych 1 and Psych 2 at UCSD. These courses are part of the Mind and Cognition theme in this GE area. To complete the GE theme, she plans to take either Psych 3R, Psych 6, or HDS1 from the GE handout. Remember, she can't take Psych 1 or Psych 2 due to duplication of credit. While she can choose some COGS courses for this GE theme, she chooses not to because of the Muir GE overlap rule, which Edna remembered from watching the Muir advising videos. The Muir GE overlap rule states that only 3 courses from your major requirements can be used towards your Muir GEs as well. For the Math Natural Science GE area, Edna is taking 3 math courses for her major already that can clear the Math and Statistics GE theme. So she chooses these courses as her Muir GE overlap. Way to get that GE theme taken care of. For Area 3 of Muir GEs, Muir students need 2 GE themes from the following options: Fine Arts, Humanities, or Language. Edna is most interested in the Fine Arts GE area and chooses to pursue the Visual Arts theme based on her interests. She has a couple different course options to start that theme if she wants to in the fall. For the Humanities GE area, Edna wants to apply her AP Euro History credit. This means she just needs to take 1 course from the Historical Narratives theme to clear this GE area. LATI 10 seems most interesting to her, but it looks like she also has a few other options for this GE theme as well. Since she wants to do Fine Arts and Humanities, she does not need to do Language.
So if y'all don't mind me saying, Edna is slaying it, y'all. She used today's enrollment tools to organize and inform her choices for her upcoming first pass and second pass enrollment times. From this plan, Edna intends to enroll in a total of 17 units overall for fall quarter. So a couple things to remember. First pass choices are the 2 courses that you want the most in your schedule. During first pass, you will have some wiggle room to add in a 1-unit seminar if you wish. Second pass leaves space for you to enroll in the rest of the courses you want in your schedule. You can also see that Edna is prepared with backup options in advance of her first pass. And let me tell y'all, this is crucial. This is very, 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 very important. Please have alternates, backups, options aside from your first choices. This is just in case her preferred picks are already full by the time she gets to sign up for her first pass. Some of her backup options are enrolling in a different section or choosing a different professor because she really, really wants to take Math 10C and Chem 4. For other backup options, she's considering choosing a different course to get GEs done.
We hope our example student Edna was helpful in seeing what to do for your own enrollment prep. Here is our Linktree link again, along with the important dates after this webinar. July 29th, hopefully you've already looked up your 2 pass times and have those marked on your calendar. August 7th, read your fall enrollment guidance to get an idea of what to enroll in. August 8th, you can start using e-advising. In addition to e-advising, Muir Advising will be hosting virtual express advising for new students. Drop in for a 5-minute check-in about your fall quarter schedule, Hours are 1 to 3 p.m. on August 12th, 13, 19, and 21. Go to the new Triton Advising site at vac.ucsd.edu to get the Zoom link information. It's on the Important Dates tab and on the final page of the NTA.
All right, so that's the end of our presentation. So I'm going to stop recording. Thank you all for listening in so far.